Again, it's a rich thing.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to learn how to build a Discord bot with Python. So let us get right into it. Now, before we get into the actual tutorial, I want to mention that this video is sponsored by Tab9, and as always, don't skip that part because it's going to be interesting to you. I don't recommend anything, I don't advertise anything that I don't think is interesting and useful and that I don't use myself. So as you can see down here, when I move the window here, when I move my camera, you can see I'm using Tab9. I'm actually using it in most of my tutorials. I think in all the recent tutorials, I'm using Tab9, even though not every video is sponsored. And Tab9 is an auto-completion engine. So we can go to the website here and you can see that Tab9 code faster with AI auto completions. Tab9 supports all modern languages: Java, JavaScript, Python, C#, C++, Rust, Go, and many more. And it's also supported in all important editors. You can see VS Code, you can see IntelliJ, Golang, you can see PyCharm, you can see Atom, Emacs, Sublime, even Vim, which makes my heart beat faster. And Tab9 has a free forever plan. So you can go to pricing here and you can see that Tab9 is completely free. You can pay $0 a month without any limits. So you don't have like just a free trial. You have the free Tab9 version. You don't need to pay anything. However, if you are interested in more auto completions, in better auto completions, GPU powered cloud auto completions, you can check out the pro version as well. And also, it's very important to know that Tab9 takes privacy very seriously. So they don't just take your cloud data and do some nonsense with that. They don't sell it to anyone. They treat it with respect, and they only use it to train the auto-completion model, and they don't do anything stupid with that. So you can read about their code privacy on tab9.com/codeprivacy. And for this video in particular, you can find a coupon code in the link in the description down below, and you can get 50% off for your first year of Tab9 Pro if you're interested in that. Otherwise, you can also stick with the free version, but I can highly recommend you to use Tab9 in your programming to speed up your coding and to make it just a better experience overall. Alright, so we're going to build a Discord bot in Python, but before we can start with the coding, we need to go to discord.com and we need to set up the application and the bot itself. So you go to discord.com and you create an account, or you log into your account, and then you navigate to /developers. This opens up the Discord developer portal for you, and here you can go to applications, and here we can create a new application, or a new bot, you could say. Or we're going to create a bot inside of the application. Now, one thing that you need to know is that if you have a bot and you want this bot to join a server, you need to have the managed server permissions. You cannot just create a bot and join random servers with it and do stuff on them. You need to either be the admin of the server, or you need to send the link to an admin of the server, or you need to have the managed server permissions. So just keep that in mind. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to click on new application, and we're going to call this tutorial bot. And we're going to create this here. So what we then need to do is you can provide a description, you can provide an icon or something like that. What is important is that we go to the bot tab here on the left, and we create or we click on add bot. So we click on add bot. This is not reversible. Yes, do it. And now we have tutorial bot. Now, one thing that you need or that you're going to need later on in the programming process is the token. So I'm not going to click to reveal the token here, but if you want to know your token, you just copy it and you can paste it into your script or into the environments. We're going to talk about that in a second. But this is what you're going to need to connect to the bot. Now, if for some reason someone finds your token, you reveal it, or you show it to someone, you can just regenerate the token, and the old token is no longer valid, so you can only use the new token. But this is what you're going to need to connect to the bot. So then we go to OAuth 2, and here we can set the permissions, or first of all, we need to check bot here, and down here we can check the permissions. So we have for example, we want the bot to be able to send messages, to manage messages, whatever you want to do actually. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to say view channels, okay. We don't want it to manage too much. Definitely don't want to give it the administrator. View audit log, maybe not. Manage server, manage roles, no. Manage channels, no. Kick members, yes. Ban members, yes. Change nicknames. Manage nicknames. Manage emojis. No. We're going to send manage messages. Not really. Embed links. Attach files. We're not going to make use of all of these, by the way. I'm just checking them here. Read message history. Sure. Mention everyone. Sure. Add reactions. Use /commands. And that's actually it. So once we have that, we're going to have this link here, and this is what we're going to need to let the bot join the server. So what we do here is we copy that, we paste that into a new tab, and then what you see is I can select a server to let this bot join the server. And of course, I can only choose my own server here, so Neural 9 community, and I could just click on continue here. Now, I'm not sure if we're not going to get a bunch of messages right away, so maybe we should turn off the sound here. But yeah, there you go. You confirm what this bot is allowed to do, and then you authorize it as an admin or as someone who has the managed server permission. I'm a human. There you go. And now it's authorized. I'm not sure if it's part of the Discord. So if I go to Discord, brand new, in the browser, open Discord, I should be able to see the bot. Maybe, I'm not sure. Is it there? Let me see. Welcome lounge. Tutorial bot just showed up. So as you can see, we have the bot now on the server, and now we can get into the coding process. All right, so we're now going to start with the coding, but first of all, we need to install the discord.py module. And for this, we're going to open up a command line, and we're going to say pip install discord.py. So this is what we're going to use in order to program the bot. And also, I'm going to use another library that you don't have to use if you don't want to. And this is the python-.env library. And this is important because I have an environment file, a .env file, as you can see here on the left. And I use this file in order to load environment variables into the script. Now, this sounds maybe more complicated than it is. It's just a file that has the token. So you don't have to use that library. You can just take the token and put it into a string, and that's also fine. But of course, then people are going to see the token when they open up the script. And since I'm recording, I don't want this to happen. But besides that, you can also just create an ordinary file and read the token from there. I'm going to use the .env module because that's a little bit more professional. And for this, I had to do pip install -U. I don't know why I had to do it. Maybe because it's user specific. Maybe it works for you without the -U. But then just python-.env like that. That's what we need to do. And once we have that, we can start with importing the modules. We're going to import Discord, and we're going to import OS for operating system. And we're going to import from.env. We're going to import load.env. And that's it for the beginning. So what we're going to do first is we're going to create a client. We're going to say client equals discord.client. And then we're going to say load.env. Now what this does is it loads the content of the .env file. What is inside of the .env file? I'm going to write it down here. I'm not going to open it because then you're going to see my token, obviously. But the first line is just #.env, and the second line is token equals, and then I have the token here, whatever the token is. So you can structure your file like that as well if you want to. It's going to be loaded into the script, and then we can just say token equals os.getEnv, which stands for get environment, and then just token. And by doing that, you have an environment variable, but we don't have it in the system. You just have it in the specific script here. So once we have that, I'm not going to do any functionality yet. I'm just going to put the bot online. So we're going to say client.run. And that should put the bot online. Now, if we go to the Discord server, you're going to see that the bot is not online. We have 3 bots online, but the tutorial bot is not here. If we scroll down here to T, quite a lot of members already. There you go, tutorial bot. You're going to see that the bot, or you saw that the bot is offline. So if we now run the script, you're going to see that the bot is going to be online, and it's going to appear here among the bots. And I'm going to show you that this is the case. We're just going to run this. We have a problem. Oh, of course, we need to pass a token here like that. And once we have done that, you can see that nothing happens, which is what should happen because we're not doing anything. But if we go to the server, you can see tutorial bot is now online and waiting for events, and it doesn't have any functionality. But if we have some events that we're waiting for and some functionality, we can then do that. And this is what we're going to do in the next step. All right, so let us get started with a very simple function. We're going to create a function called onConnect, and it's going to trigger whenever the bot connects to a server. So we're going to say def onConnect, and here we're going to say, okay, when this happens, just write something like bot connected to the server. Now, this function doesn't work just like that. We need to add two things. First of all, we need to add a decorator, which is going to say that this is a client event. This is an event that Discord has to listen to, or that the bot has to listen to. And also, this is going to be an asynchronous function. For those of you who don't know what async is, check out my video on async await on this channel on asynchronous Python programming if you're interested in that, but you don't really need to understand what's happening behind the scenes. You just need to know that you need to add the async keyword, and you need to add it into the beginning. So async def onConnect, and above that we're going to add the decorator client.event. Now, if I just run this script, we're going to see that the bot is going to say bot connected to the server in the moment it connects to the server. Now, we can also do other things. We can also say, okay, broadcast to the whole server in a certain channel that you're now here if you want to, but of course this would be unnecessary right now. We just want this to be locked onto the console. And now we're going to have another function which is going to be onMessage. And with that function, you can do a lot of different things. So we're going to say client.event again. And we're going to say async def onMessage. Now, whenever a message, and we're going to have a message here as a parameter, whenever a message is sent in a channel or in a DM chat with the bot, this bot is going to react to this message, and how it reacts to this message depends on us. So for example, we can say, okay, first of all, if the message author, so if message.author equals client.user, if that is the case, then don't do anything because you are the one who sends the message. So just return and don't do anything. Otherwise, we can do all sorts of conditions here. So we can say, for example, okay, if the message dot content starts with, great autocompletion here from tab 9, if the message content starts with, and then we can say, I don't know, hello, for example, $hello. If that is the case, then we can do something. We can say, okay, get the channel which this message was sent into. So we can say, okay, get the channel and then send a message into that channel. So we can say await message dot channel. So we get the channel from the message, and we're going to send to that channel, I don't know, hello world. We are currently recording a video, because I'm going to run this here on the server in a second, and then you're going to see that the bot actually responds to that. So now if I run this here, you can first of all see bot connected to the server. If we now go to the server and I go to the DMs of the bot, so I go to tutorial bot and I say, okay, first of all, I can just say hello, so it doesn't react to all the messages. Hello, nothing happens. Okay, $hello. And then you can see, hello world, we're currently recording a video. And now I'm going to do this in the general here, and we're going to get a bunch of different reactions, I guess. So if I say $hello, you're going to see, hello world, we're currently recording a video. So the bot can respond to the onMessage event and to the onConnection event. This is just one example of what we can do with such a bot. All right, so next let's add a DM functionality. Let's say we have a branch here that says, okay, if the message content dot starts with, and we're going to say $private, like that. If that is the case, of course, you can also say if message content equals private. Maybe we're going to do that. So let's say if message content equals, and now we're going to say $private. If that is the case, we're going to say await message dot, not channel, message dot author So the one who sent the message to us is going to get a DM now. And we're going to say, hello in private, brother, like that, DM. So if we run this right now and we go to the server, we're going to see that if I go to the bot commands, for example, and I say $private, we're going to get a message here from the tutorial bot, and it says, hello in private, brother. As you can see, it works. So I'm going to delete that so that people don't start spamming this command here. And now we're going to add another functionality. For example, let's say we don't just want to react to messages, but we want to proactively post into a channel. So let's say on connect, we want to say into a specific channel, I'm here, or something like that. So we go to the channel, we right click the channel, for example, bot commands, and we're going to copy the ID. So we need to have an ID that the server can refer to when sending a message. So we're going to say on connect, and we're going to say channel. The channel that we're going to post in is going to be client.get channel, and we're going to paste the ID of the channel, and we're going to say await channel.send. I don't know, what do we want to say? Just connected to bot commands, whatever. So if we now run this and the bot connects to the server, we're going to see in the bot commands just connected to bot commands. All right, so we can delete that as well. And one more thing that I wanted to show you here is, yes, if we have new members joining, I mean, that's kind of annoying if you do it, but if you want to do it, what you can do is you can say, okay, async def on member join. So this is the function that triggers when new members join. On member join, we're going to pass the member that joins. And of course, we need a client event, client.event. And if the member joins, we can just say, okay, await member dot create DM, like that. And we're going to say await member dot DM channel dot send. As you can see here, auto completion from tab 9 again. And we're just going to pass an F string here, welcome member, or welcome to the server member. Now, we're not going to be able to see that unless I create a second account and join my server. But if I run this server right now, or if I run the bot right now and someone connects, which happens quite frequently, as you can see here, last one was 4 minutes ago. You can see that almost every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, someone joins. If I just keep that bot running and someone connects to the server, they're going to get this message immediately. Now I can run this, and you're going to see, I mean, we're not going to see anything actually, but if someone joins the server, they're going to get this message. Again, we got the bot commands here. We're going to delete that. And if now somebody joins, we're going to get, or they're going to get a DM message. Now, of course, we can also just post into a channel in general and say, okay, this person joined, but we have the welcome messages here anyways. But this is also something that you can do. You can wait for new members joining the server. Now, we can do a lot of different things with discord.py. We can automate kicking, we can automate banning, we can DM people, we can change server settings, we can auto mute, we can auto delete messages, and so on. But those are pretty advanced things, and especially when we start out with Discord bots, as we do in this video, I think it's the most interesting thing to just focus on the on message function. So to just send messages to the bot or to a channel that the bot sees, and when this message is sent and the bot recognizes a certain pattern, it's going to act on it. So what we're going to do now for this video is we're going to create a simple stock query, you could say. So we're going to just ask for some financial prices, for some closing prices on specific stocks, and we're going to get an answer from the bot. And for this, we're going to need the pandas data reader. So we're going to say import pandas data reader as web. And for this, of course, we need to actually install it first. So we need to open up the command line and we need to say pip install pandas dash data reader. Now this is important because we're actually importing pandas underscore data reader, but we need to install pandas dash data reader. In my case, I already have this, so I'm not going to download anything here. But if you don't have it, you need to install it first. And now we're going to just add an ordinary function, which we're going to call get stock price. And we're going to pass a ticker symbol. And it's actually quite simple. We're just going to say data equals web.dataframe, actually data reader, sorry, web.datareader. And we're going to pass the ticker symbol. We're going to pass the Yahoo Finance API. And in order to get the price, we're just going to get data close iloc -1. This is how we get the last value. So this is just loading the stock price of a certain ticker symbol. And once we have that, we can go ahead and print it. Now, how are we going to do that? We're just going to say, okay, if the message.content not equals, but starts with, and then we're going to say stock or stock price, like that. Then if that is the case, we're going to say get stock price, or actually we're going to do it like that. We're going to say if message.content dot split on the spaces, if the length of that is exactly 2, then we're going to do something, because you don't want to have anything but stock price and then the ticker symbol. So we're going to say, okay, if the length of the individual words is 2, then we're going to say, okay, get stock price, and we're going to pass message.content.split. As you can see, great auto completion again. We're going to take index 1, and we're going to get the stock price, and we're going to say price equals that, and then we're just going to say await, and we're going to post into the same channel. So await message.channel.send, auto completion here again, and we're going to say the stock price. So we're going to say stock price, stock price off, and then just actually maybe let's just go ahead and extract it. So we're going to say ticker equals message.content.split, like that. And then we're just going to replace this with ticker. And then we can just say stock price of ticker is price. So of course, we don't have any exception handling here. We're not going to have this bot running in production all the time, so it's not that important. We should actually handle, okay, what if I say stock price and something else, and then a ticker or not a ticker? What if the ticker cannot be found, and so on? But we're just going to ignore that. We're just going to use this the proper way. Let me just see again if this works. Okay, if message content starts with stock price, yes, okay. Then we need exactly two words. Okay, if that is the case, we say the ticker is the second word. The price is get stock price of that ticker, and then we're going to send into that channel stock price of ticker is price. That should work. So let's see if that works. We're going to run this, and nothing happens. Why does nothing happen? Why does nothing happen? There you go. It was line 37 on connect. Okay, actually, we don't need that anymore. Let's see if it works now. There you go, bot connected to the server. And now we're going to go to bot commands, and we're going to say stock price AAPL. And you can see stock price of AAPL is whatever it is right now. Then we're going to say stock price FB. And you can see stock price of FB is whatever it is. And we're going to say stock price TSLA for Tesla. And as you can see, it works. It should also work in the DMs. Let's see if it does. Stock price Goldman Sachs, GS. And it also works here. So this is one thing that you can do. Of course, you can do all sorts of different things. You can get random quotes. You can, I don't know, you can just play number guessing game if you want to. You can interact with that bot by using the onMessage function. This is kind of cool. You can also do some loops here. You can also, add or ask for further input and so on. So this is actually quite cool, and this is what you would want to play around with when starting to learn about Discord bots, because you don't want to care about all these fancy things that you can do with user objects and so on. You just want to react to simple messages and then build on top of that later on. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed and hope you learned something. If so, let me know by hitting a like button and leaving a comment in the comment section down below. Also, make sure you check out tab 9 and click on the link in the description down below to get your coupon code. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell to not miss a single future video for free. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video, and bye.